Hello, I'm Bradley Bilstein, Dean at Kent State University's Tuscarawas campus. We are thrilled to be the presenting sponsor here for the Inter-Valley Conference Championship. At Kent State University Tuscarawas, we are committed to athletics at the highest level, both here at the campus and in our area schools. I'm looking forward to some fascinating and highly competitive games here in this tournament. To all the competition and all the competitors, best wishes, good luck, and may the best team win.
And we're back at Claymont High School, ready for Game 5 of the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase between the Sandy Valley Cardinals and the Hiland Hawks. Scott Robinson along with Jared Hall. And this event, of course, made possible by our presenting sponsor, Kent State University at Tuscarawas. Game 6, I should say, Sandy Valley Hiland appears to, on paper, to be a pretty good matchup.
It's going to be a great one, Scott. These are the two teams that finished in second place in their respective division. Hiland currently state ranked at 16-5, 10-2 overall. In the big school division, Sandy Valley finished 16-4, 9-3 in the small school division. So looking for another great game. We've had the last two have been great. This one looks on paper to be a good one, and then our nightcap looks to be kind of the cream of the crop.
So let's take a look at the starting lineups for our game here. As for the Hiland Hawks, Damian Candle, Scott Troyer, Andrew Miller, Kobe Troyer, and Kendall Hostetler. And for the Sandy Valley Cardinals, Dante Tucci, Dan Bartholomew, Keegan Offenberger, Bryce Kelly, and Chris Parker. So we're setting the stage. We're just about ready to go for game number 6. We'll come back and have the tip-off in a moment. Stay with us here on TV2 Sports.
Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscarawas. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems, flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community.
medications, surgeons, and strategies to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 in Dayton. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle treatment care for patients of all ages. Finally, omniorthopedics, from sideline with an injury, back in the knee, and omniorthopedics. More than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building, omniortho.com. Love what they do and they should.
Ready to go with our tip-off here between Sandy Valley and Hiland. Game number 6. Hard to believe it's game number 6. It's been a great day of IVC basketball at Claymont High School.
It is game 6, and it's all been a blur.
It has been very quick, that's for sure. Bryce Kelly to take the center tip against Damian Candle. And the tap controlled by Hiland. Andy Miller with it. And out top it goes to Scott Troyer. The last time we saw Hiland, Scott Troyer started out with the first 19 straight points of the ball game.
He had a great game. We're going to have some good matchups. There's a long triple out of the gate for the Hawks.
And the rebound to Keegan Offenberger. Offenberger brings it up the floor, gives it up to Chris Parker. They'll drop it down low to Kelly. Kelly turns, fires, rim and out. And the Hawks have it, and they're on the move. Andy Miller at the free throw line. Andy Miller elevates, 10-footer good. Offenberger working against Scott Troyer, coming across the timeline. Gives it up to Parker, out to Kelly. They'll lob it down low. Bartholomew has it stripped away. He just became a 1,000-point scorer.
I think we've got a great matchup with Bartholomew and Scott Troyer. Just two great guards again. Two good lead guards here.
Line left, Bartholomew's first free throw is good. Second free throw up and good. Bartholomew hits them both. And Scott Troyer will walk it up the floor for the Hiland Hawks. Troyer into the lane with a right hand off the window, 2. (4-2). Hiland with the lead. Hiland in white, Sandy Valley in red.
Scott, I hate to say it, but if you're a late arrival for the next game, you might as well just stay home. I'm not sure there's going to be much room here in the stands.
Yeah. It is filling up very quickly, no doubt. Sandy Valley playing before a nice crowd here at Claymont High School. Offenberger to Parker on the baseline. Parker brings it back out top. Offenberger with 6:05 to go here, first quarter. Shots too hard. Kelly, the rebound, follow. It's good for 2. (4-4). Hiland and Sandy Valley. The nightcap, Indian Valley and Strasburg. Scott Troyer's shot no good. The rebound to Offenberger. He'll come up the left side. Takes it to the baseline. Thinks better of it. Comes back out top to Tucci. And Offenberger will get a screen. Takes it to the hoop with the right hand. Everything opened right up. And an easy 2 for Offenberger.
6-4 here.
So Scott Troyer dribbling up between the circles. Works it right side. In the corner to Scott Troyer. Candle with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Kelly gets the rebound. He'll flip it out to Offenberger. And Sandy Valley with a 2-point lead. Bartholomew trying to dribble between some traffic. Stolen away by Troyer. The bounce pass ahead to Andy Miller. Missed the shot, and Keegan Offenberger with the rebound and takes the hard foul.
You don't often see Hiland miss that one, Scott, on those breakouts there.
So 6-4. Sandy Valley with the lead and the basketball midway through the first quarter. The leaner in there by Tucci is no good, and the rebound coming down to Hayberger, who is in for the Hawks. And Sisson hits the three from the corner. So it's Scott Troyer, Sisson, you've got Kobe Troyer, Hayberger, and also Kendall Hostetler in the game for the Hawks. And more substitutions coming in. As Scott Troyer will go to the bench, and Andy Miller comes back in.
The depth factor in this game has to go to the Hawks, Scott. You know, Sandy Valley's got 6 or 7 players they play regularly. Hiland goes about 9, 10 deep here.
Hayberger over to Andy Miller. Off the screen, Kendall Hostetler hits for 3. Actually, that was Kobe Troyer.
And this is also their first meeting of the season, so another good first-time matchup for both teams here in late February.
Bartholomew trying to find somewhere to go, finds Tucci. Tucci slides inside, blocked inside by Hayberger. And Sandy Valley will inbound it. Kelly gives it to Bartholomew. Spin to the hoop. The block and the foul. So at the line is Bartholomew. So he's got 3, all from the foul line. It's 10-7. Hawks on top. And a second free throw in a row there for Bartholomew. And in for the Cardinals, Jared Eichelberger. Hayberger inside. Hayberger turns around with the right hand and absorbs the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that foul on Jared Eichelberger. Hayberger goes to the line. Missed the first. As Hunter Summers will come in. Also in is Jared Raber for the Hawks. We've gone up and down the bench with about 10 players so far for the Hawks with 2:44 to go first quarter. Hayberger, that shot no good. Parker able to save it. And Bartholomew will push it into the lane, forcing up the shot. Takes the foul. That'll be the 4th team foul on Hiland.
That's the one thing he's good at, Scott, the times that we've seen him play this year. He's able to create his own shot and not a wild shot if it doesn't go in, get himself to the free throw line.
First one up and good.
And you don't get to be a 1,000-point scorer without being a little crafty in what you do.
And you have to make your free throws, and he's done that. 5 out of 5 so far. And make it 6 out of 6. 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter. We are tied at 10-10. Neither team able to break away here in this first quarter. Nice job by Andy Miller to drive to the hoop from the left side. Some pressure by the Hawks. Offenberger over to Bartholomew. Tucci to Offenberger again on the far side. Parker looks for backdoor to Bartholomew, flips it over to Tucci. Inside, Parker can't get it to go. Off, Eichelberger will get the basket and the foul. Well, they're going to wave the basket off. Oh, now they're saying it's good. Okay.
I was going to say that had to be, Scott, that.
So a shot here from the free throw line for Eichelberger. Up and good. Eichelberger with 3. Scott Troyer to Haybeger. Haybeger inside against Kelly. The hook on the spin to the baseline. And that puts the Hawks back on top, 14-13. Tucci to Parker. Parker dribbling inside with the left hand. Batted up in the air and a collision. And Bartholomew will get the foul.
He's probably the one player on Sandy Valley's team, Scott, that they cannot afford to end up spending any time on bench. When we saw them play Strasburg earlier in the year, he had some foul trouble early on, and that really hurt Sandy Valley against Strasburg.
Kendall Hostetler is in for the Hawks. Also back in is Kobe Troyer to go along with Andy Miller, Damian Candle, and also Scott Troyer. Brody Kelly is in for the Cardinals as Bartholomew had the near steal on the far side. Kobe Troyer over to Andy Miller. 48 seconds to go, first quarter. Troyer to Kobe Troyer. Andy Miller, the dribble drive, and takes the hard foul. And he tried to bull his way inside and paid the price with a big hit. And he'll get 2 free throws out of it. So they are going to.
Okay, they initially called it on 30.
Right. Instead, it's going to be on Tucci, which will be his first.
So I think that would have brought the Sandy Valley crowd up to very upset melee there.
So 2 shots here for Andy Miller. The first one up and good. He's got 5. 15-13.
Boy, this has like been a revolving door of substitutions here, Scott. Every time there's been a stoppage of play, there's just.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that gets you any continuity, but it's worked for the Hawks, and
I wonder that too. I mean, because even if you're playing well and you see that, yeah.
Sisson comes back in for Hiland. Nobody ever becomes a big scorer.
No.
And the good thing is that nobody ever becomes a star, but you get a lot of players who have a lot of experience. As Kelly hits a little fadeaway. .20 seconds to go here in the period. 16-15, Hiland with the lead. 12 seconds to go. Scott Troyer with the basketball. He's working against Brody Kelly. And a long bomb from the outside at the 2 seconds to go. Sisson with the big triple. He's got 2 of those 3-pointers. 19-15, Hiland leading it by 4 at the end of 1. We'll come back with second quarter action in a minute right here on TV2 Sports.
Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and beacons, taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscaloosa. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems, flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website, mebsystems.com. Human Hospital. Human offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own community interruption building. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the Wound Center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie Keene, provides a mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategies to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 in Dayton. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle treatment care for patients of all ages. Found on your sidelined with an injury, back in the game, on the field. More than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, OmniOrtho.com. Love what they do and they show.
Quarter action, 19-15. Jared, your thoughts of the first quarter?
I really think, you know, Hiland started off a little slow. Sandy got up 4-6, but the depth of Hiland is my one concern against Sandy Valley. You know, they're running so many guys in, Scott, 10, 11, and all of them can really handle the ball, where it only has really about 2 really good, solid ball handlers. So I don't know if that can wear down some of their guards as we go on here. But overall, really clean. Christopher's up. Bartholomew, long 3, good. He's the one, because they're just going to continue to change defenders on him and try to wear him down as the game goes on. But I think Kelly will be a big piece also for Sandy Valley as we go forward in the game.
19-18, as inside is Scott Troyer. He'll get a 2, and it's 21-18. Offenberger directing the offense out front. And carried the basketball. So what more can you say about the IVC tournament that hasn't been said already? It's been a fantastic
It's amazing
start.
That's plain and simple.
Yeah,
It really
it's
has
been a lot of fun trying to do what we're trying to pull off and do 7 games in one day. It's quite a feat. And, you know, thanks to everybody involved. Our crew has just been terrific all day, and we really appreciate that, too.
We work with a bunch of great guys behind the scenes.
Sisson, spin move, off the window, 2.
That people don't see a lot, that they do a lot of the setup and things, and there it is on our TV2 replay. And we got a quick timeout coming by Sandy, the down 5. Going to discuss some things, 6:45 to go.
So 23-18 with 6:45 to go here in the second quarter.
You know, we'd be failed to mention for Hiland if we didn't that they are now ranked 8th in the state, Scott. They started off the year, you know, picked up a couple losses early. You know, we saw that thriller down in Berlin against Strasburg, where Strasburg won by 2. Had a couple early losses, but since the latter part here of January and February, they've knocked off, at the time it was number 2 ranked River in Division 4, and then just last week they took down number 3 Indian Valley. So they have beaten 2 ranked teams in the last 2 weeks. So they seem to be hitting their stride at the right time, as they typically do.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have our halftime report brought to you by T-Bone Sales, located at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic. Tucci's got it. He's a guy that hasn't touched it much in this one.
No. I just really think you're going to have to look inside a little bit to Kelly, try to get him. And there's a turnover, the ball going back to Hiland.
23-18, Hiland by 5. They've got the basketball with 6:24 to go first half.
Because if there's one thing the Hawks are missing this year, or if not, the skills on is they don't really have a really good post player. Usually they have someone that's in that 6'2", 6'3" range that can just do some of that dirty work for Coach Slaybaugh here.
Kobe Troyer over to Andy Miller. Miller misses the scoop shot. Bartholomew, little stutter step into the front court. Offenberger feeds Kelly. Kelly, the leaner inside for 2. Kelly was 6, it's 23-20. Blocked by Kelly, tipped out to Tucci. Tucci to Offenberger. He'll launch a 3 and over the backboard. Scott Robinson and Jared Hall with you. Game 6 from Claymont High School. One more to go. It's a big one, though. Indian Valley and Strasburg to cap off a 7-game set. This ball's loose on the floor. We'll get a tie-up, and it will stay at that end of the floor. Great crowd on hand. It's been exciting all day. Last 2 games have been spectacular.
And this one looking
They've
like
been
to
very
set up
close.
the same way.
Andy Miller for 3. Solid with 9 points. Hiland up by 6 at 26-20. Again, we want to thank our friends at Kent State University of Tuscarawas for being our presenting sponsor as the Cardinals get the nice pass inside to Norman, or Parker rather. He'll get 2. Miller into the lane. Off the back of the iron. A rebound to Kelly. And Offenberger will push it ahead to Bartholomew. See if he can create a shot here. The spin move with a left hand off the window for 2. He's got 11, leads all scorers in the game. Sandy Valley back within 2. Sisson trying to answer at the other end. No good. Kelly the rebound. The outlet to Tucci. Tucci down the left side. And an offensive foul. I believe that will be his 2nd foul. And Hiland will take a 30-second timeout. Right at the 3:59 mark of the 2nd quarter.
And Scott, as we were talking about guards earlier with you, Sandy Valley 5 turnovers. Hiland has not turned it over. So that kind of speaks to the guard-oriented that they have. They've got multiple players that can handle the basketball. You've got, like I said, you've got just a couple for Sandy Valley. So that's really the key, I think, in this opening half. It's given the Hawks this 2-point cushion at this time, is just their ability to handle the ball and not turn it over. They don't beat themselves. You have to hit your shots, do things to make them uncomfortable. Don't give them any open threes. So, you know, when you're playing them, you got a long list of things you got to accomplish if you want to come out with the win against them.
3:59 to go, 2nd quarter, 26-24. The Hawks up by 2. They've got the basketball. It's Troyer, Haybeger, Hostetler, and Miller for Hiland. Scott Troyer hits Kobe Troyer off the little screen there, and another quick 3. Kobe Troyer with 6 on 2 3-pointers, and it's a 5-point lead for Hiland with 3:34 to go here in this 2nd quarter. Offenberger, guarded by Miller. Miller tries to fight through the screen by Brody Kelly. And now Bartholomew's got it. They feed Kelly down low, spin move to the hoop. And he knows what to do with it when he gets it down on that low block. He gets another 2.
I just remember, if that was that last year or the year before when we saw him jam one in Indian Valley, Scott. He just had one of the best dunks we had seen in the last couple of years. He is a very athletic player for Sandy Valley.
From the outside, it's Kendall Hostetler with 3. His first basket in the 3-pointers. You can see why the Hawks are playing better. When they get those 3s geared up, they're hard to beat.
And when you're trading 2s for 3s, Hiland, you'll be fine with that because you're just going to keep adding a point every time. So you're fine giving up a 2 because you know you're getting 3 down on your end.
Bartholomew, the left-handed shot to tip. And the rebound by the Hawks. Andy Miller gets by Bartholomew. Hostetler again for 3. And it's 35-26, and this one starting to spread out a little bit between these two teams.
Yeah, starting to slip away a little bit here for Sandy, but they've just got to defend the 3 a little better, which is what we've discussed. They've got to do a little better job of getting that.
Game 6 of 7 here in this inaugural IVC Boys Tournament Basketball Showcase. What a great event it has been, as the showcase featuring all 14 teams of the IVC. It started early in the morning and it's going to go till a little bit later at night.
Yep, just been a great day of basketball. I know there's been some fans that have been here as soon as the doors opened up, Scott, and like we said, for $6, how can you go wrong?
No, you just can't.
I mean, I don't know what you can do for 10 or 11 hours for $6 and see as much excitement and action that we have seen.
So 2:01 to go here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our T-Bone Sales halftime report. T-Bone Sales, of course, located at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic. And again, special thanks to our friends at Kent State University at Tuscarawas, as they not only sponsor our scoreboard, but they're also our presenting sponsor for this IVC Boys Basketball Showcase.
And that's not going to make Coach Offenberger happy. You come right out of a timeout, you turn it over, give it back to the Hawks here with 1:47 to go in the second quarter.
Eichelberger is in. And Parker takes a seat. Kobe Troyer, the crossover into the lane, and
that looked clean from where we were sitting at, Scott, unless he got him with the body.
so it'll be a 2-shot foul.
And here it comes on our replay. Drive in. Ooh, I think that's a play on. But I guess I'm not getting paid to make those calls.
No, you're not. Neither am I. I'm kidding.
But we'll still throw our opinion in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're getting paid for.
That's 2 fouls on Eichelberger as we head toward halftime. Minute 35 to go.
First one was off the mark.
And the second one is on its way and good. So some pressure here by the Hawks, as Sandy Valley able to get it to Bartholomew. He'll take it all the way to the hoop and get 2. Nice job. He just split the defenders, laid it in. 36-28, an 8-point lead here for Hiland. As Scott Troyer sizes up Keegan Offenberger. They'll work it back out. Sisson's got it. Down low to Haybeger. Haybeger with the left hand. That shot no good. Out of bounds. And it will stay with the Hiland Hawks. So Hiland to inbound it. It'll be Scott Troyer to trigger it. Kendall Hostetler's got it. Back out to Troyer. Scott Troyer works against Offenberger. Under a minute to go here in the first half. And the Hawks with 45 seconds to go. They lead it by 8. Might as well slow it down here. Maybe go for one shot.
I would say you're up 8. I mean, no reason to rush. You're going to. And I'm going to say it's going to be a 3, Scott.
Well, it could very well be. Haybeger is way out by the line. They're not going to come out and guard him.
Troyer's going to probably get the basketball here and look to create, get a pick, look to find somebody open.
Down to 10 seconds.
Say about 8, he'll start headed downhill here.
Haybeger over to Troyer. They're not going to get a shot off. Hostetler does get it off at the buzzer and hits it. A 3-point dagger.
They're
going to give him the 2-point shot. So that will
end the first half.
end the first half in a big way. as it'll be 38-28. Hiland with the lead over Sandy Valley. We'll come back with our T-Bone Sales halftime report in a moment. Stay with us on TV2 Sports.
Students choose Kent State University in Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate's degrees will prepare you for careers in university, computer animation, or electronic technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes. Find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
T-Bone Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school. Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and beacons. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle traffic, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscarawas. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Gibson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems, flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own green which is interruption radiation. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the room center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie Kennedy, proud to mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategists to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers and Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 in Dayton. Myers and Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle trauma care for patients of all ages. Finally, I'm your orthopedic. Sideline living, back in the I'm the orthopedic. More than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, OmniOrtho.com. Love what they do and it shows.
38-28 at halftime between the Hiland Hawks and the Sandy Valley Cardinals, as the Hawks used the three-point shot to take this 10-point lead here, and welcome you here now to the T-Bone halftime report. T-Bone Sales, located at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic. And certainly, Jared, you know, as you would expect, as the games move up the chain, they get a little bit better, but this one, the Hiland Hawks are really dominating.
They did. They had a slow start, Scott. They, got behind early 6-2. Then if you look at the stats that we have, then they just slowly, methodically tied it up, expanded it to 4, 6, 8, and got to the point where it's a 10-point lead, 38-28. And the stat that I want to look at the bottom is the turnovers. They have 0 turnovers through an entire half of basketball. And that's a credit to what their team's based on. They have a lot of different players that can handle the ball, pretty much guard-oriented. And as we talked about in the first half, Sandy Valley has really 2 primary ball handlers. Hiland shooting 66% from the field, 14 of 25, and they're just a team that's not going to beat themselves. You've got to do things to take them out of their comfort zone. Sandy Valley only 9 of 25 for 36%.
And as always, we want to thank T-Bone Sales. They're located at 410 North Ray Street in Baltic. They've been our sponsor here at halftime for the entire IVC Boys Showcase, and we really appreciate that. Kent State University Tuscarawas is, of course, our presenting sponsor. Takes a lot of people to make this all happen, so thanks to the IVC, thanks to Garth Evans here at Claymont, to Chuck Brest, the IVC commissioner, and everybody else that's involved. We really appreciate the opportunity to come here and do this great basketball tournament and hopefully set at least a Tuscarawas County record, maybe a state record if we're lucky, by doing 7 games in one day.
7 games, Scott. We got here when it was just light out, and now when we will leave after this next game, it will be pitch blackout.
But it's okay because it's worth it to do this at least once, and we're glad we have a chance to do it as we get ready for the start of our second half of action here at Claymont High School. Sometimes you have to extend yourself, and that's what we're doing here, and we will be extending ourselves during the tournament season as well, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that as we move into the second half. Final game of the evening will be Indian Valley and Strasburg.
So Sandy Valley will have the ball here, Scott, coming out of the halftime break. And they just need, like we talked about every inning, teams behind, they just need to slowly get back in it. We saw Malvern behind by quite a bit to Ridgewood, and they ended up winning at the buzzer. Garraway climbed back to take the lead and just couldn't finish it there. So you don't have to get it all back at once. Just be patient, do your stuff, play solid defense, but you're going to really need to make Hiland uncomfortable on the offensive end.
So what do you think the key is going to be for Sandy Valley?
That guy right there scoring, I think.
I agree. I think that's what I was going to suggest.
I think he is the key over anything, getting him active. He's got 8. I think for Sandy Valley to win, he's going to have at least 20 or 25 by the time the night's over.
So 2 for the Hawks.
And Sandy Valley playing good defense, Scott. You can't give up easy ones like that.
Hostetler with 10. Bartholomew dribbling inside. Gives it up to Parker, to Kelly. And Kelly will have 2 shots.
And this is where Sandy Valley's been really good at in the first half. They were 7 for 7 from the free throw line. So they've done a good job with their foul shots. If they weren't as successful with their free throws, who knows how far they'd be. The first ones, that wasn't even close. That's, wow. Sometimes they just slip, Scott. You shoot, and ball just.
40-28. Hiland with a 12-point lead. Second free throw up. And that one is no good. And the rebound to Troyer. Andy Miller into the front court for the Hawks. Candle to Hostetler, out to Scott Troyer. Andy Miller's shot no good. Kelly the rebound. Offenberger ahead to Parker. Parker's shot will be short, but he gets fouled. And that is on Scott Troyer. That'll be his first. And Parker at the line, shooting 2 shots. So Parker with his third point of the night. Second shot, good. Parker with 4, and it's 40-30. Kobe Troyer, 3. How about that? Troyer with 10, and it's 43-30. Well, it's a little early to call it. The Hiland Hawks certainly are looking pretty good right now.
They are. They're expanding the lead a little bit. We've played 2 minutes into the third quarter. Sandy Valley really hasn't been able to break into that armor yet. And
Tucci gets it into Offenberger here with 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Tucci glides to the hoop. Gets 2. His first 2 of the game. Kobe Troyer's three-point shot, no good, and it's out of bounds. And we'll go to Sandy Valley. Offenberger looks to take it to the hoop. It's knocked out of bounds. Off of Offenberger, it'll be Hiland basketball. Nice job to swipe that off of Offenberger's leg and out of bounds. Scott Troyer inside, Candle shot blocked from behind. And Hiland will keep it. They lead it by 11 here on the Kent State University of Tuscarawas scoreboard. To the hoop for 2. Andy Miller. .11 for Andy Miller. 45-32. Inside to Kelly. A lot of hands going after the basketball. Knocked out.
Scott, the ties as we were talking about for what place these teams are playing for, if you look at the 5 games, 4 of them have been won by the small school IVC. Kind of surprising. Looking at that as we look at what's going on here. Kelly off the glass.
Too hard. The rebound to Andy Miller. Andy Miller dribbling past Offenberger. Another 2. And we've got a timeout, Sandy Valley. 47-32 here with 4:27 to go in the third quarter. So the Hiland Hawks starting to take control.
And Sandy down the 2 timeouts. And as you were telling me, Scott, why save them, right? So they're down 15, and this is a typical Hiland Hawk game. They're just have methodically done what they do, and it's nothing flashy, nothing fancy, good fundamentally sound, and they have just extended the lead, which is what they do.
So let's take a look at our boys and girls basketball tournament schedule. Coming up on Saturday, February the 24th, we'll have either Beaver Local or Steubenville versus New Philadelphia in girls action. Then on Tuesday the 27th, Bellsville will be at Strasburg to take on the Tigers. On Wednesday the 28th, we'll have Austintown Fitch taking on Dover. And then on Friday, March 2nd, assuming that Strasburg would beat Bellsville, they will play either Rosecrans or Caldwell. And we'll have that at least the first week next week on TV2 Sports. .427 to go here in the third quarter. And a foul in the backcourt by Sisson. Hawks going to step up the pressure here a little bit. Bartholomew turns, fires, shot no good, bats it around. The Hawks come out of there with it. Candle's got it, gives it up to Sisson.
Going in a little bit of their Princeton sets here, the Hawks are. Looking for that backdoor cut. A
They're
little bit
up
of their
by
delay
15.
as well, so.
Hunter Summers in the game for the Hawks, as well as Candle, Andy Miller, Sisson, and Kobe Troyer.
Scott, you run this long enough, somebody gets tired of chasing somebody, and you'll usually get a layup or a three, just like right there.
Hunter Summers with the rebound, brings it back out top. Andy Miller dumps
Nice
it
dish.
inside to Candle, and Candle is fouled. So they'll get a free throw or two out of it. And Candle at the line. The foul on Tucci, and that is his third foul. First shot up, but no good. 3:09 to go here in the third quarter. Scott Robinson and Jared Hall with you, trying to, I guess, set a standard that'll be hard to break by doing 7 games in one day.
It sure will be.
For everybody involved, it's a great team effort, and certainly we're proud to be with our partners at DMG here to make it all happen. Bartholomew drives down the right side of the lane, off the window. 15 for Bartholomew. The lead cut to 13. Candle back out top, Sisson. Kobe Troyer works on Eichelberger. Scott Troyer from the left side with a right hand. They just seem to have that innate ability to go to the hoop at the right time. (49-34), 13-point lead. .206 to go here in the third quarter. 49-34. Haybeger will find Sisson along the baseline. The lead to 15 for Hiland with 1:44 to go. And it's thrown away, but it will stay with Hiland. Chris Parker returns, replacing Bryce Kelly.
Lead seems a lot larger than 15, doesn't it, Scott?
It does.
Just kind of lower. See, there's a long three off the mark. Kelly's got it.
Brody Kelly with the rebound. And Bartholomew gets it ahead to Tucci. Tucci playing with 3 fouls. Is going to be hammered inside by Kendall Hostetler. And that will result in 2 free throws. With 1:21 to go here in the third quarter. Tucci's shot is good. He's got 3. Scott Troyer with it with 1:15 to go. Hostetler, Hayberger off the screen. Back to Andy Miller. 1:02 to play. Sisson left alone. Too hard off the window. The rebound to Bartholomew. Still a 14-point lead for Hiland as we wind this third quarter down. Tucci has it stripped away. Hostetler with Brody Kelly. And
Nice
Kelly
block.
blocks it. Sisson is hammered from behind. And more free throws. That is the 4th foul on Tucci. And he has been limited to just 3 points tonight.
Scott.
Jared Raber coming in for Hiland, replacing Scott Troyer.
Hiland just 3 of 10 from the free throw line. That's very un-Hawk-like.
Sisson at the line. Second shot, no good. The rebound to the Hawks. And with 31 seconds to go, they'll just let the clock run down. Down to 16 seconds. Probably about 8 or so. They will start the play. Hayberger. Back out to Andy Miller. Miller, the crossover to the hoop. Off the glass, no good. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 49-35. The Hiland Hawks with a 14-point lead. We'll come back with fourth quarter action in a moment here on TV2 Sports.
Students choose Kent State University in Tuscaloosa because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate's degrees will prepare you for careers in music, computer animation, or electronic technology. Kent State Tuscaloosa offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call our business online to register for classes. Find out more about Kent State Tuscaloosa.
T-Bone Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and beacons. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle graphics, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals, taking the area by storm. Contact 440-312-29.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscaloosa. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 230-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscaloosa and surrounding counties. MEB Systems is a flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at MEBSystems.com. Assistance.com. Union Hospital. Union offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own IVC, which tagging interrupts your daily. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the Wound Center is under the direction of Dr. Stephanie Kennedy, who has a mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategists to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers & Miller Podiatry, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 Road. Myers & Miller Podiatry, foot and ankle treatment care for patients of all ages. Finally, omniorthopedic, sideline ligament, back and knee, omniorthopedic, more than 30 years of orthopedic experience. Their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building, omniortho.com. Love what they do and you should.
The final 8 minutes of action here in this game between Hiland and Sandy Valley. As the Hawks ready to go with Scott Troyer, Haybeger, Kendall Hostetler, Kobe Troyer, and Andy Miller. It's Bryce Kelly, Dan Bartholomew, Dante Tucci, Chris Parker, and Keegan Offenberger for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Here behind the scorers table, Scott Robinson and Jared Hall.
Got everybody named?
Got everybody. Pass deflected inside. Tucci's got it ahead to Kelly. Kelly has it blocked by Haybeger. And a foul inside.
Here's a little nugget for you. That was the first turnover of the game by the Hiland Hawks.
Wow.
That's been a huge stat right there.
Yeah, that's for sure. Second foul on Andy Miller. Bryce Kelly will go to the line. And we've got a little bit of a delay, but looks like we're ready to go here. With Kelly at the free throw line to shoot two. First one is good. Kelly with 9. He's looking to get into double digits here. Second shot is away, and that one is no good. Andy Miller the rebound. Lead cut to 13 with 7:42 to go in the ball game. Scott Troyer's shot no good, and a foul underneath the hoop. And that'll be team foul number 5, and that is on Kobe Troyer.
The Hawks showing a little pressure here.
Offenberger gives it to Bartholomew. And we're getting a lot of whistles now.
Yeah,
with 7:15 to go. So that hope to have a little bit of a break between our this game and our last game, it's getting smaller and smaller, that window.
Yes. Really don't want anybody to leave. They're worried people are going to leave if they have too long of a break.
Bartholomew was 16, and it's 49-37. And Sandy Valley slowly creeping back. That was the 7th team foul on the Hiland Hawks. And Bartholomew hits them both. He's got 17. Nobody else even close to him on the Sandy Valley stat sheet. Kobe Troyer to Candle to Miller in the corner to Scott Troyer. Down low, Hostetler. Pass along the baseline to Kobe Troyer. That one is no good, and Candle comes away with it. Candle rolls it off the rim, fighting inside. Parker comes down with a rebound for the Cardinals. And the long three, that's short. And ahead to Hostetler. Andy Miller's just going to take it up with the left hand, had the chance there. Kelly got the rebound on the miss. Bartholomew to Tucci. Missed the shot. And we'll head the other way. Hiland Hawks want to take a timeout here with 6:05 to go.
And take a quick 30 to probably discuss what they want to do in these last few minutes here. And
well, there's not been a lot of scoring here in this fourth quarter.
no.
So an 11-point lead here for the Hiland Hawks at 49-38. Again, we want to thank our presenting sponsor, Kent State University at Tuscarawas, for being with us all tournament long as we attempt to set our little record here for broadcasting basketball games in a day.
We're down to the last
almost down to the
4.5,
last one.
yep.
Last 6:05 in this one and 4 more quarters to go. And it has been a challenge for sure for all of us.
24 of them in the book already. Wow, almost. Whew.
It's a lot of basketball. It's been a lot of fun.
Yep. Nice cut.
Hostetler with the right hand and another foul.
That play is creeping along now, Scott.
And that is number 5 on Dante Tucci, so he is done for the game. And Brody Kelly will come in.
The younger brother of Bryce Kelly.
So he'll play probably the last 6 minutes as Kendall Hostetler makes the free throw. And a second one to come. And that one is good. Bartholomew,
wow,
the 25-footer, which was not a particularly good shot. 51-38, 13-point lead here for the Hawks. 5.5 minutes to go. One thing the Hawks do is every time they come off a cut, the ball is passed to a position where they're ready to shoot. And that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Hostetler with 2. He's got 14. They're in that position ready to go. Well, there's an Academy Award performance by Damian Candle.
Yep, I thought for sure that was going to be a block there, so we'll be going the other way. Fans a little upset here on the Sandy Valley.
I think even the officiating crew knows they
blew that one.
They might have had a little trouble with that one. Long bomb by Kobe Troyer, and another foul inside. So 15-point lead here for Hiland.
And we'll go ahead and walk to the other end for free throws.
It'll be Offenberger at the line. 4:48 to play. Free throw up good. Offenberger with 3. Second shot up and good.
Scott Troyer facing some pressure here.
Gets around Brody Kelly and into the front court. Hostetler out to Candle and around to Troyer. Andy Miller holding it out front, 4.5 minutes to go. Missed shot, Bartholomew's got it. Brody Kelly hits the triple. That brings some life into the Sandy Valley bench. 53-43. 4 minutes and counting here in this fourth quarter. 10-point lead for Hiland. Scott Troyer wide open, takes the three. Hostetler has the rebound. A battle, and it will go to Sandy Valley. Bryce Kelly's out. Chris Parker is in. 3.5 to go, so this possession critical for Sandy Valley and whether they can come back or not. Stepped on the sideline.
It's the first time we've seen that call today.
Yeah, that's just lost place of where they were, and
you know what? I'm just not certain of these fouls here. By saying, you know, I mean, you're 94 feet away. I know you want to pressure the basketball a little bit, but the guy goes by and gets on the side of you. Just run with him, beat him to the next spot.
Kobe Troyer to Candle at the elbow. Back to Troyer to Hostetler. His shot's partially blocked. And on the end line, Sandy Valley basketball. So Offenberger gets a screen from Eichelberger. Banged off the board a couple of times. Hostetler has the rebound. Still a 10-point lead with 2:45 to go. And just a silly foul, a little shove.
Next one will put the Hawks into the bonus here. And I'm guessing we're going to see some free throws here by the Hiland Hawks before this baby ends.
Hawks can just run it out. I don't know why they'd be in any rush.
Right.
You know, they get a 10-point lead.
Because I just think Sandy just keeps, they just keep creeping back a little bit.
Well, Hiland usually is pretty good at taking care of the basketball, but they're getting themselves into a trap situation.
Like right there, yep.
And it will stay with Hiland as it goes out of bounds. Andy Miller waits, gets it to Hostetler, to Kobe Troyer for three.
That could be the backbreaker there, Scott. Gets it back up to 13 with under 2 minutes to go.
And another rebound by Hiland, and that one probably is going to do it.
No, the grab missed there. They've been calling some touch fouls. Bartholomew tried to get a foul, and
Scott Troyer in the corner it goes to Kobe Troyer. He'll just dribble all the way through, and the Hawks bring it back out top of the minute 26. And the question is why?
You ran off 40 seconds on the clock before you decided to foul. I don't understand that. If you're going to foul, foul as soon as they cross midcourt. So that'll send the Hawks to the line for 1 and 1. One's up and in.
So the first free throw is good. Troyer now with 7.
I think this is probably the first time, really, this whole game we've seen Coach Slabaugh have a seat here for the Hawks. Probably feels pretty good that they've wrapped it up here.
Troyer with 8. And it's 58-43. This one well in hand by the Hawks.
Long bomb.
Parker has the rebound. Kelly's fouled by Troyer. And that'll put it at the 1 and 1. Free throw in and out. Candle the rebound. Minute 8. Good job by the Hawks to keep it away here. 55 seconds to go. Hawks may take a timeout to get some other players into the game. We'll see. And they do. With 45 seconds to go. And the Hawks will get a nice round of applause. And with 45 seconds to go, this one is going to go the Hawks' way.
So we got a big one up here in the last one here. We're about 25 minutes away from the start of what essentially is the championship game of the IVC, even though it's just called a showcase. But the 2 first place teams from each division here, Sandy Valley going over some strategy here. Hiland just wanted to get some guys in.
So the Hawks will put second 5 in. And I can't imagine that there's going to be much
I can't either.
going on here other than just trying to run the clock out.
Turnover by
Carl Cordia in for the Cardinals. Bartholomew in as well, and we'll get the call on Kyle Miller. So a 1 and 1 here for Bartholomew. And the one guy I don't think I'd want out there right now is Bartholomew.
Yeah, I mean, something just like that play right there. For Sandy Valley, you're expecting to win some tournament games. If he goes down, you're in a world of hurt.
With 30 seconds to go. And Kelly will come in, and Bartholomew will go to the bench. .30 seconds to go in this one. And that ball is deflected out.
Oh, we got a fan going on the floor there. Scott there to the left of us, little girl running out on the floor. Down here at this end. And what?
The Hawks do a nice job getting it into the front court. And another turnover with 12 seconds to go. So this one almost over. We'll be naming our DMG, Digital Marketing Group, player of the game here from this one, and we'll have our wrap-up report coming up shortly as this one winds down. And that is going to do it. 58-45 is the final score. The Hiland Hawks defeat the Sandy Valley Cardinals in a battle of the birds. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up for you in a moment. Stay with us here on TV2 Sports.
Students choose Kent State University in Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate's degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or electronic technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call the business online to register for classes. Find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
T-Bone Sales, your local truck and trailer sales and service connection, is a proud sponsor of area athletes again this year. Located in Baltic, T-Bone Sales has qualified technicians experienced in the repair and service of dump trailers, trucks, and school buses. T-Bone Sales can repair just about anything, including dump trailers, flatbeds, dump bodies, walking floors, and grain trailers. And they welcome insurance claims, regular maintenance, and major damage. They also carry a large line of parts. T-Bone Sales can get you back into the game looking as good as new. Call Chad Schilling today at 330-897-6131 or visit them online at tbonesales.com.
Lightning signs and beacons. Taking the area by storm.
Big or small, we do it all.
Yard signs, vehicle wrapping, and business signs.
Lightning signs and decals. Taking the area by storm. Contact 440-3129.
You're watching the IVC Showcase presented by Kent State Tuscarawas. Also brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling. Doug and Chris Carpenter, Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue, Southeast in Philadelphia. Looking for your year-round comfort? You can reach them at 230-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Also by the MEB Systems. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. MEB Systems is a flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Human Hospital. Human offers many beneficial programs to their community, including its very own community which treats stagnant interruption related. Located on the ground floor of the hospital, the room center is under the direction of Dr. Stephen King, who provides a mix of physicians, surgeons, and strategies to heal your wound, including safe and effective hyperbaric oxygen therapy. A doctor's referral is not necessary, so call 330-365-3880 today to begin your healing. Myers America Voucher, located at 515 Union Avenue, or 147 Road. Myers America Voucher, foot and ankle trauma care for patients of all ages. Finally, I'm your sideline with back in the game, on the field. 30 years of working. The physician offers patient-centered treatment for all ages. They are conveniently located in Oxford Medical Building, OmniOrtho.com. Love what they do and they should.
The final wrap-up here. The Hiland Hawks defeat the Sandy Valley Cardinals 58-45 in a game that was back and forth for the first half, but then in the second half, the Hawks really took control.
They did. Let's look at the stats we got quickly here, Scott. Hiland went midway through the third quarter before they turned over the basketball once, and that was really a big difference in the game. They ended up with 5 for the game. Sandy Valley shot free throws very well, 17 of 22. Just Hiland a little more efficient in their shots and ball handling and things like that, and that got Hiland to the winner's circle here in this quasi third place matchup.
All right, let's take a look at our digital marketing group MVP. Digital marketing group at 905 Tuscarawas Avenue Northwest in New Philadelphia, your complete business solution provider. It's Kendall Hostetler of the Hiland Hawks. He finished the game with 14 points, leading the Hiland stat sheet. That's going to do it for Game 6 here at Claymont High School in the IVC Boys Basketball Showcase. The winner, the Hiland Hawks over the Sandy Valley Cardinals, 58-45. For Jared Hall and our TV2 sports team, I'm Scott Robinson saying so long, everybody.